So, hello again. Um, 2 weeks in, not bad. Just tired. That's all. Um, yeah. So I'll just kind of go over this week because really nothing interesting. Like I guess nothing really new to share. I don't think. But one thing for sure is that math and science for me isn't that hard, but the vocabulary definitely hurts. Yeah, the vocabulary is just the only thing that concerns me right now. Um, like especially like the spelling part, because damn, it's very different from English. So, like for example, um, like the elements and stuff like that, it's like different to the point where you might not know what it is. You might just think, that must be another element. That's not that element. Like, that's just how different it is for me. And so, I hope that doesn't like kill me on like tests and all that. But what's good is that I'm having like I guess what's good is that like for example in math and all that, I pretty much have learned the things we are learning now. It's pretty much the same as grade 11 math in Canada, so it helps a lot. Yeah. So, but this week at school, it was great. Wasn't mad. Had to write a paragraph, or no, had to write like a email letter type of thing, like 1 page, in French, and that really hurt, like doing, cause yeah, I need a lot of help in writing. I mean, in English, whenever I'm writing, it's fast and all that, and I can think of ideas, but I don't know how to write it out. Yeah, so that's like something. Mm-hmm. But but um, What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I know what they're doing, but I just don't like understand it when it's just like spoken it out. Once they write it out, like the equations and all that, I know what to do. But they like when they're saying like, oh, this section we're gonna be learning whatever. Like for example, the y-intercept and all that. It's different in French, so it's gonna that just doesn't that concerns me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, another thing I realized, um, they don't use Google as much. Yeah, they don't use like Google Classroom. They have their own website called Kabanga. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like I think I've been on it once, and I mean it's I would probably say um I'll probably say I don't know. I'll probably say Google Classroom is easier, but there's probably I mean there's like I guess it's different for all. Like for example on this Kabanga it's just like, oh yeah, whatever date, whatever no, like whatever date is due. Whereas on Google Classroom it's just like which date's posted and then the due date's like up there like smaller, so it's a little harder to find. Um, but yeah, and this week this morning I went to a basketball game, my first in Belgium. It was of the team I was practicing with. They played very well, honestly. I mean, during practice and all that, I saw how they played. I was honestly happy about how they're playing. Of course, I can't play for this team because I'm too old. Um, instead of this is U16 that I was practicing with, but because since I am 15 right now, but I can only play for U18 because I was born 2006. So that's not a problem though for me, but I still went today. They played very well. I think just some basic mistakes that will be solved with time because it is their first game, and they've only had one practice where they went over the offensive sets and defensive sets. So they're only at the point where so they're only at the point of like, oh, we're starting to learn how to play team basketball, with this team, I guess. And it was fun, honestly. I think we won 69 to 34, and honestly, they were most of the makes were like layups. Most of them weren't 3-pointers, mid range, all that. And one thing I found interesting, both the 5-second inbound violation and the 8-second 8-second backcourt violation were made by the opponent too, and also the over and back. So I was like, oh wow, okay, that's the rules. Like, I don't honestly, it's I think it's just with more experience it should be fine, because they also, I think, don't look at the clock a lot, which is like above the hoop, 24 seconds shot clock and like the game clock. They don't look at it. Like, I think there was like 5 shot clock violations by one team, which is the opponent. We had like 2 maybe, and then at times when they could have just shot it at the end of the period, they didn't. They just decided, oh, you know what, yeah, I don't know, we should shoot. I don't know that we were supposed to shoot. Like, what? Tomorrow I'll be going to my first like Rotary organized events, because I came on exchange with Rotary, and so I'm back. Okay. It's okay. So we have the first like meeting with other exchange students today. It was great. Met a lot of people. There was 5 other Canadians, and I realized Canada was the only one that had a different color for their blazer, where everyone was like navy colored, while we're the only ones wearing red, so we're special. Got some good pins here. Got a Canadian Tire dollar pin. Missouri, Missouri, I think maybe Boston, maybe. And then up here, Canada, BC, Ontario, Oregon, Mexico, California, Nevada, cactuses, Arizona, someone's pin, I think from Georgia, Mexico, again, Mexico, and then same with over here, some Mexicos, Japan, Taiwan, Belgium, and Argentina also with like Brazil and Chile. So that's something great. Met a lot of people. Apparently there was 71 exchange students this year, and I believe 14 of them are boys, and then the rest are just all females. Damn, that's a lot. But there's nothing really. Well, okay, it was a great day. First of all, we had some great things. Like, for example, let me go see on the screen. We took a few photos together, and then all that. I met some close by, I guess, neighbors of some kind, and also we were given schedules to trips, so we will get to go to a lot of trips, if we want and if we can. So that's something that's like great. But no, but if I'm being honest, yeah, it's amazing. And I can't wait until I get to meet them again, because just in this one day, I'm already starting to like everyone, you know, that's here. And apparently, in the last like the first 2 weeks of July, there's like one last trip, and during that trip, apparently a lot of people like cried before. So hopefully I don't, but I mean, with this great group of people, who knows? um, but of course, as you can see, I came with Rotary. It was I wouldn't be here without Rotary. So thank you for that, and shout out to Rotary Club of Tsawwassen in District 5040, the British Columbia one, and it's a great opportunity. I suggest if you're like young or whatever, and you want to come and I guess experience new things, do so, because honestly, I'm loving it so far. And just even the people here, like even the people that came here, like doesn't matter where they're from, Latin America, North America, Europe, maybe well some from Europe, or like for example, you know, like Asia and all that. But everyone's like very friendly with each other, and like we get together very well, all speaking in English though, of course, for right now. And we have a bunch of, I think America has the most people here, not surprising of course. But so we make groups on Snapchat, Instagram, all that, and it helped like us talking about like our countries. Like for example, I was talking about Canada with other Canadians, and we had a lot of different opinions, but it was interesting to hear. And I don't know what else to say. I think that's it for right now. This week was short. Next week though definitely will be a lot more, because like because there's a lot more activities next week. But that's it for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the pictures that I put there, and hopefully you guys enjoyed my experience here. So yeah.